G'day RPG makers, welcome to the RPG Maker MV Game Dev channel. Let's make a game. Welcome back to the RPG Maker MV official tutorial walkthrough. Let's continue on with step 9. Help. Tutorial, step 9, start. Click next. Yes, we have the project. Load that project. Game. Open. And here we are, back in our lovely town. We've already passed through steps 1 to 8, so we're going to continue on from here. Next we'll take several steps using event commands and create a somewhat elaborate setup. We're going to make a notice board. We'll select the normal town. It's just going to be upper left side of the first intersection from the town to the right of the barrel. So we'll just zoom in a little bit here. And there's the barrel. And that's 1730, that's 1731. Double click, and we're going to enter the name as notice board. Click next, double click the image, and we're going to select tile set B all the way down the bottom, and we're going to find the notice board tile. Click OK, and we can set tiles on the layers above the event image. So the priority is the same as characters, and that means that it will be on the same level as the character as far as the game's alignment is concerned effectively. So it means that the character can't walk on top of it, because if it's below the character then they're going to be able to walk on top of it. Same as characters means it will block the character movement. We'll set up the content by double clicking the first line. Now we want to check whether or not they're looking at it from the front or the back. So let's do a conditional branch. We want to know for branching is which way the player is facing. So we'll click the tab 3, we'll click the character, and make sure the player is facing down. Otherwise, we'll create an else branch. Click next, click OK. So now if the player is facing down, what will happen? Otherwise, what will happen? So in other words, if they're facing up or sideways. So we'll set up so when the player is facing down, it'll be we can only read it the other way. So double click the blank line under else, click show text, and here we're going to enter in, slightly complex, someone please get rid of the monsters in the cave. Next. Okay, now the backslash and arrow indicator is a control character that will display all the text of the line. It's appropriate for the text display on a notice board. Okay, so we'll just have a quick preview so it will look like that. Click OK. Next one in the text, if they're trying to read it from behind. So if their player is facing down, we will click show text. And same thing again. You can't read it from the back. Next, click OK. OK. Save. And run a playtest. Okay, where's our notice board? Here it is. Someone please get rid of the monsters in the cave. If we try to do it from the back, it will say you can't read it from the back. From the side, it lets you do it. Okay. There's lots of things you can do with a notice board, but that's the end of step 9. You can experiment with it as you like. So, let's extend step 9 to make a small quest using the things that we have practiced already. First of all, just put our player over here. Right click, set starting position. Now, we want to make a new notice board. So, how do we make a notice board? Double click here, image, all the way down to the bottom, tile set B, new board. Click OK. And let's set this one up as a quest. We'll double click there to show text, and we'll put quest available with a reward. Click OK, and then we will actually put something like come and see me at my house. Click OK. And OK. Notice board itself isn't going to do much, but what we need now is some kind of a quest giver. So we'll put a quest giver in front of their house, or next to their house. Let's set up a new event, and we'll make this a person. We'll just choose the first person on the Actor 1 sheet, and we'll call them a quest giver. And they will say something like, please find my puppy. Reward available. Okay. Right. So, now that we have a quest giver who has given us a quest, we need to have some kind of item, the puppy, that we can pick up. Now we know that we had an item over here that you could pick up, and it was in the grass. We used self switch to switch it off after we picked it up, and we allocated the gold there. So let's just copy this item, Control C, and we'll move it over to the other side over here. Control V. We'll open this up. Now we don't want it to be an image, and we don't want it to be drop gold, so we'll call this a puppy. Maybe even a lost puppy. We'll double click the image, and we'll go to nature, and let's choose a puppy. That's a cute one. There's only one here. Now the puppy is walking, and we're going to just set it to some kind of random movement. We'll make it slower, and we'll just leave it on higher. Now in this case, we're not going to give gold, and we're not going to talk about saying picked up 500G. What we'll say is something like, you found the puppy. Alright. We won't give an item. You could set up a puppy item in the database and give that to the player, but what we'll do instead is we will do a switch, just like we did in the have potion switch. So we won't call this one have potion. We'll set up a new switch, number 2, and we'll call it found puppy. Click OK. And now we're not actually going to switch that on here, but what we'll do is we just wanted to set that up. So you found the puppy, and that means that we now need to double click here, control a switch, and we want to switch on found puppy. Click OK. That means it's got to go on. Alright, so you found the puppy, we want to turn found puppy on, and then what we'll do is we'll put this down here, the self switch on, and that means that the next thing that will happen is it will switch over to page 2 where nothing is happening and there's no image, so the puppy will now disappear. Okay, let's see what happens if we just leave it like that, and we'll click OK. Right, so if we press play now, we can go to our notice board and nothing's happening. Whereas this one is saying, someone please get rid of the monsters in the cave. So what happened there? Let's double click on the notice board. It's actually below characters in priority, which means that your character is getting blocked by the board, and but the event itself is below the character. So it needs to be on the same level as the character, just like the other notice board. Okay, so I'll click play now. Try again. We go here, and now we can get quest available with reward, come see me at my house. We'll go and talk to the person at their house. Please find my puppy, reward available. And we can see his puppy's running around here. So we go and grab his puppy, and we actually need to step on the puppy. We found the puppy, and now we can't really see anything happen. So the reason why we can step on the puppy is because it was below us. So let's just close this down. We'll change the puppy so that it is at the same level as the characters. We'll click OK. And now I'll press play again. Quest available with reward, come see me at my house. Please find my puppy, reward available. Whoops, we missed it. Found the puppy. Okay, now we can see that puppy's there. You found the puppy. We click enter, and now the puppy's gone. And that's because the control self switch A switched on at that point, and the puppy icon disappeared. Now I go back and talk to him. And he still says, please find my puppy. It's because we didn't have a second page of this quest. So let's set up a quick second page. So, please find my puppy. This is on the first page. We need to have either a condition or a switch. So what we can do is we can actually set up a new event page. We can say if the switch found puppy is on, then show text. You found my puppy. Here is your reward. Click OK. Then we can change gold, for example, and give increase 500 gold. And we can say you received 500 and just do /G so that it will update to whatever the currency is if you change that later on. Click OK. Click apply. Click OK. Now let's try that again. Quest available. Come see me. Please find my puppy. Found the puppy. Now everyone's disappeared, but he's still talking. You found my puppy. Here's your reward. You received 500G. We did actually receive 500 gold. Let's figure out why he disappeared. Okay. On page 2, we didn't have an image. Let's set the image. Right. Click OK. Try that one more time. We know that we can actually skip the notice board, so we'll go straight to the guy. Please find my puppy. Found the puppy. Puppy's gone. Talk to him. Here's your reward. 500G. We got our reward. Now if we talk to him again, it still says you found my puppy. Here's your reward. 500G. So what we can do now is we can actually switch him off once we've received that reward. So as the last thing, we can do controller self switch A. Okay, go to new event page. We'll leave it blank because now well, actually we'll just leave him here. And we'll make sure that this is set to self switch A. We'll show text. Thank you for finding my puppy. I will be your best friend forever. Okay. So, in this case, we want him to stay. He's not going to disappear. But we want him not to give us more quests. So we'll click OK, and we'll just check that one more time. Please find my puppy. Reward available. Found a puppy. Puppy disappears. You found my puppy. Here's your reward. 500G. We got our reward. Thank you for finding my puppy, your best friend forever. And that's all he's going to say for the end of time. So that's a really easy way to set up a simple little side quest using some of the simple things that we've learnt so far. That's the end of the extended edition of episode 9. Hope you enjoyed it. That's the end of this video. Thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, please consider smashing that like and subscribe buttons, as they do help with the algorithm. Now it's time for you to go and make your game. See you in the next one.